What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. Yes. Hey, come on, Victor. I can see it. Victor, he says Mr. Reliable was late. I mean, we're 2 minutes. I was making sure that everything was okay. I was making sure everything was all right. We're ready. I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready. It's the big one, isn't it? It is a big one. I don't know how I feel about this. I was talking to Flex about it earlier today, and I am a little bit just like, I have no idea what to expect. No idea what to expect whatsoever. So we're going to be watching this together. We're going to be, biting our nails together. We're going to be nervous together. Of course, KG isn't here today because he's actually at Old Trafford. If you saw the road trip earlier today, Flex is having to, I say babysit KG, because if you watch that video, like towards the end, in fairness, KG was rather nice to me. He said that, good luck and just be yourself, Owen, and all that kind of stuff. But then he said, but I'm going to be nice because Owen can hold a grudge. And I'm like, I don't know what you're on about. Hold a grudge? No. I just hold a grudge. I've completely forgotten that he hung up on me on one of the first games of the season. Then he forgot my birthday, and then he did a phony apology. I've forgotten about it. I don't know what he's on about. I can hold a grudge. I remember everything. Okay, everything, and KG knows that now. I remember everything. So let's not forget that. But of course, it is Manchester United versus Liverpool. A little bit of housekeeping before we get into the starting lineups, because we're going to talk about the starting lineups. We're going to talk about, obviously, United's team, Liverpool's team, predictions for the game. I'm going to try and call Flex, KG, and DJ, see what happens. But a bit of housekeeping. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. I think we're on like 79k. So today could be the day. That we get to 80,000. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner, smash a like on the video. Today's the day. And we can celebrate a victory, and we can celebrate getting to 80k. I mean, what better than that? Super chat from Rishi says, Sancho, Van de Beek, and Pogba walk into any other team. It's a perfect segue, Rishi. I appreciate that. It's a perfect segue because we're going to get into the starting 11. Look, this is new technology, guys. Look at this. It's the starting lineup. Amazing. It's almost like we're professional or something like that. It's almost like we're professional. So that is the Manchester United starting 11 for today's game against Liverpool at Old Trafford. You've got David De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka right back, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Scott McTominay, Fred, Bruno Fernandes obviously as the 10, Mason Greenwood on the right, Rashford on the left, Cristiano Ronaldo up front. It is an unchanged starting 11 from midweek. What is everyone's thoughts on that? Because I'm kind of in two minds about it, to be honest with you. My first reaction when I saw it, was, it's not surprising in the sense that is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's starting 11. That is, if in doubt, smash glass in terms of if there's a fire. When you get that like axe behind glass whenever there's a fire because you're going to chop fire out or something like that. That's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's smash glass, we've got a match. That's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's go-to. And so I wasn't surprised in that essence of it. But what I was kind of surprised about is that is the same team that started against Atalanta and for 45 minutes played dreadful. Played absolutely dreadful. So that is what I'm worried about. But obviously, you could look at it from, another point of view and say, well, that is the team that started the second half, right? And that is the team that was chasing the game in the second half and scored goals. But we made several substitutes in that match. Paul Pogba came on. Edson Cavani came on. Jadon Sancho came on. Matic came on. So it's a massive decision, to be honest, from Ole. It's a massive decision. Because he basically is saying that he's standing by what he said in the press conference. Remember in the press conference on Friday where basically he was asked about the Atalanta game, and he basically said the same thing after the Atalanta game on Wednesday as well. He said, first half, I think we actually played well. I think we played well. Atalanta, they were just clinical. They were just clinical first half. And I'm like, do me a cheesy quaver. Are you kidding me? Clinical. We were awful first half. Yeah, okay, we might have... Rashford had a chance, but it was offside. I think it might have actually been given onside if it had gone to VAR, whatever. But we didn't play well first half. So basically, Ollie's looking at that first half performance and saying, you know what? I think actually we did play pretty well. They were just clinical. But then you would argue, okay, if you're concerned that Atalanta were just clinical, what does he think Liverpool are going to be today? Oh, yeah, because they waste chances. Oh, they absolutely waste chances. So I don't know. Again, I was surprised in one sense that I was like, man, he didn't go for a change just because of, this is the same guy that's, screaming squad rotation, isn't he, as well? And then he's not rotating a squad. And bear in mind as well, you've got, 3 people in this side that had knocks. He said on Friday, Bruno Fernandes has a knock. He's a doubt. Obviously, Fred came off, had a knock. He's a doubt. Rashford came off, dead leg. He was a doubt. All 3 are starting. So, again, that idea of squad rotation, we need to make sure the right players and all this kind of stuff. He will play you off the treatment table. He will will you onto the pitch and shove you on. You know what I mean? So, interesting. We'll talk about the Liverpool starting 11 as well. So Liverpool starting 11 is Alisson in goal, Robertson in left back, Virgil van Dijk centre back, with Konate, you've got Alexander-Arnold at right back, Milner, Henderson and Keita in midfield, and then you have Jota, Firmino and Salah. Obviously Sadio Mane is on the bench, which is a bit of a surprising one. Mane's been in decent form so far this season, so I was a bit surprised by that one. Curious. I did see a stat, obviously on the Sky coverage, I did see a stat that basically said that Liverpool have scored 3 goals in all of their away games this season. Is that accurate? Is that accurate? That's pretty worrying, isn't it? That is pretty concerning. Right, I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm going to see if I can call. I'll try Flex first. I'll try Flex and see what he says. Let's get this on speaker. I mean, you never know. Old Trafford signal, right? So it'd be good if actually rung first, which is not doing. Well, that's good. The mobile number you've called. Well, that's not working either. Okay. Well, try KG. KG, it's ringing. It's ringing. So they can't be reliable like me. Can you believe this? Shocking. He's not picking up either. You know, this is the thing. You have to hold some standards here, guys. You have to hold some standards here. They call me Mr. Reliable. Cool. Pick up straight away. Flex isn't even ringing. KG's ringing all the way to voicemail. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. Can you believe it? Look at this. Look at it. Raz says never forget. 100%. 100%. Steffi Jenks, that's another one in the book. Shah says unreliable. Get him out. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. You know, this is the disrespect. The disrespect. I'm here holding down the fort and they can't even pick up the phone. Unbelievable. Let me try DJ. See what happens with him. Unbelievable. Right, let's try DJ. See what he says. And I said to Flex before the game, I was like, busy. Well, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. All 3. That's a vendetta. That is. That's no coincidence. You've got 3 people ignored. Disgrace. And Flex is calling me back. Flex, you're on. You're live. You're cutting out a little bit. Old Trafford signal. I appreciate you called back. I called KG, rung through. Called DJ, busy. Disgraceful. Now it's gone. I don't believe it. I mean, might as well quit now. Can you believe it? Do you know what actually as well? Which is just disgrace. Everyone's saying in the chat, everyone's saying it rung a couple of times and DJ sent me to busy. He's meant to be doing the match reaction with me later. Ask KG what happened with that. I never forget. Disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Steffi Jenks says block and ball. Wow. Alien Teller says Owen's at the wheel. I know. This is... Phantom Python says you should go on strike. I mean, these are the kind of conditions that I'm having to work in here. You know, do the match view. KG's going to Old Trafford, mate. Okay. I don't believe it. Adam Whitman says, Owen, mate, no way they can talk in the stadium during the derby. Well, okay, I'll let KG and Flex off the hook then. What's DJ's problem? It rung a couple of times. I've got half a mind, you know, like when, you know, I'm going to change the locks. I'm going to change the locks in the place. They're going to come home after the game, try and go through the front door. I'm there waving. And then as, you know, I turn the wave into a middle finger. I'm going, oh, you want to come in? Call me. Then they call me, bang, hang up, done. Oh, it hurts, doesn't it? Hurts, that one. Spider says quit now. I say quit now. Well, I've got half a mind. Just shocking. Aaron Walker says Owen view now. Wow. You know. Phantom Python says, Owen, you're the man. We don't need him anyway. It's just... I tell you what I am looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the full view tomorrow. You know, irrespective of the result, obviously, hope we win. First thing I'm saying is, you could all make time to talk now. You could all make time. Shocking. Absolute shocking. I've got half of mine not even to try again as well. Let's talk about the game. Forget him. Let's talk about the game. M. Shah says, Owen, what's the prediction like? I have no idea. This is what I'm not very good at. This is what I'm not great at, because this is the thing as well. Every match day, DJ will send me a message. What's your prediction today? I'm calling you, mate. What's your prediction? Sends me to busy. I didn't anticipate. You know, one of those things when you go, I know where I stand now. I didn't anticipate I'd find out I've got no friends live on stream. Unbelievable. Prediction, again, I'm not very good at them. I will go with 2-1 Man United, because that's been my go-to all season, is 2-1 Man United. But honestly, you never know. You never know. I honestly have no idea. DM saying KG and Flex say 2-1. They did it on the road trip. They didn't want to talk to me about it. So, Victor says you've taken this to heart. It's all jokes, isn't it? You know. It's one of those ones where it's like, I don't mind. And then I press end stream at the end of the 90 minutes. A voice note. I can't believe you guys. Shocking. No, it's all right. It's to be fair, I've been in a stadium before where someone tries to call you or whatever. It is tough. DJ, on the other hand, we're going to be having words. I know you'll be watching as well. We'll be having words, honestly. David Lee says, hit that like button, guys. Yes, hit that like button, guys. We've got nearly 200 people watching, so let's get to 100 likes before kickoff, which is in about 5 minutes' time. If you haven't seen the team news, we'll go back to that screen, because I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of this screen. Look at that. If you haven't seen the team news, that is it. Again, the starting lineup being unchanged from Atalanta. I'm just seeing the table. It's a must-win, it really is. I mean, already, West Ham won earlier. They beat Spurs 1-0. Big result for them. If we lose today, we're already 3 points off the top 4. In the grand scheme of things, is that a big deal? No, but it's October and we've still got this massive distance. But that's just top 4, let alone top of the league. God, I should catch myself there. With the team we have, with the squad we have, we should just be happy that we're chasing 4th. Come on. You know, the board thinks, we hear that thing in the week, don't we, right? The board thinks that this squad should be challenging for a title. To be honest, it should. Should it be winning a title? That maybe is another discussion, but absolutely challenging. You got Cristiano Ronaldo. You got the guy behind me. You got this man in your side, right? I'm not... it's just... Dassel Cole says, believe 2-0 Man United. Jungle says, is Varane injured? Yes, he's still injured, but he was training. Solskjaer said he was back on the grass. Meta says, do you show the gameplay? Unfortunately, we do not. It is funny when you do these match views, because you get them all the time in just like, you know, you get them all the time in any like watch long thing you do, whether it's for football, whether it's for whatever. You always get people going, show the game. I guarantee you'll get people in a second that go, show the game. if I wish United View had the broadcasting rights to the Premier League, because we'd be doing bloody wow for ourselves. If we could spend that kind of cheddar to get the broadcasting rights to the Premier League, especially like a game like Manchester United Liverpool, can you imagine? Oh, we'd be doing so well. Players walking out though now. It's a surprising one. A lot of people talking about, like, Liverpool fans are saying that, obviously, with Mane not playing is an interesting one. Again, Mane's played relatively well this season, hasn't he? I mean, not that Yotta's a bad player, because he's not. I'll turn that up a little bit so I can actually hear the game. I'm one of those people. I know sometimes, like when you do watch longs, whatever, some people don't listen to like the commentary. They'll watch it in silence. I just can't do that. Honestly, I don't know how you can do that. I can't watch football just in pure silence. Even like the last 18 months when we've been watching it with no fans in the stadium, I saw quite a few people say they actually like to watch the game with like the no enhanced crowd noise. I had to even have that because I just can't watch a football game in silence. It's just, it's terrible. Paris says, Owen, mate, did someone tell you sound like Peter Griffin? No, they didn't. But I mean, funny guy, cartoon, very successful, right? I don't look like him. I mean, because if I'm looking like Peter Griffin, I mean, I might have put on a few pounds, but I'm not. I don't think I'm Peter Griffin size yet. I still have a chin. You know what I mean? I still have a chin, and I don't have a talking dog and a baby that like shoots lasers and stuff like that either. The Peter Griffin one I have not heard. I saw one on the on the channel before. That was like, what did the comment say? It particularly tickled me. It said, like, Owen is the guy that looks like he auditioned for Harry Potter, but ended up getting the part as an extra in Gryffindor. Now, again, this is a revelation. I have never watched any of the Harry Potter films at all. Not one. I went to go watch one. I think it was the third one when it came out in the cinema, and I fell asleep. I fell asleep inside the cinema watching the Harry Potter film. I've never seen them, but even that reference, I mean, I know what Daniel Radcliffe looks like, and I get that it was a bit of a diss. So, Devil's Advocate says, Owen, I want the same recklessness as KG today. Full send it, mate. Well, this is the thing. Like, I said this before. Victor says that's criminal. I haven't watched them. I've said this before. This is why I'm always a bit like apprehensive about doing the match views or whatever. And I only do them when KG can't do them and fill in. Is because everyone watches football differently. Everyone watches it in their own way. Like, you see, like, KG watches it. He's quite emotional and he can be quite, like, reactive and he can be quite, oh, my God, and stuff like that. Not to be making a Liverpool reference in a Liverpool game, but legitimately, I can be like Rafa Benitez, in the sense, or like Louis van Gaal when he was Manchester United manager. One of those people that the team can score. I can have my pen here like this and I can sit there like that. If I wasn't on stream, I could sit there like that and not react to anything. I'm just internally, I'm going mental. Internally, I'm doing like, backflips and all this kind of stuff and screaming. But on the outside, I'm like that. And maybe I might like raise an eyebrow like this. We'll do that. But obviously, that doesn't make for a good stream. that doesn't make for a good stream. So I have to be a little bit reactive. What I can promise you though is I'm hoping to sort of be a good commentator today. That's what I'm going to try to do. Game's about to kick off though, and we are going to get this game has kicked off. There we go. And there you go. The timer's working and everything. God, come on. That's what I was nervous about. I was worried about the timer. I was concerned about the timer because the timer gave me issues last time. I had a bad one. I had a bad timer last time and it was nuts. But the game has kicked off. Liverpool just passing it around nicely at the moment. Konate goes long ball over the top, actually. Should go straight to the hair. It was a bit concerning for a second there. The Devil's Advocate said, mate, if I did a watch along demonetized immediately, I go ballistic. Yeah, I'm concerned about that as well today. I'm not, on stream, I'm not much of a swearer. I do my very best not to drop an F-bomb or whatever. But depending on how this goes, it might not go particularly well. Connect Real says, hello, Owen. But okay, we're off. First minute in. And Manchester United, it's going to be interesting. We're going to see this, what was it, the 5-minute press from Manchester United this time? Because the last few games, that's kind of what happened, hasn't it? Like 10 minutes, we actually do okay in terms of closing them down. And then the press just disappears. It's just horrible. But it's a throw at the moment. Andrew Robertson throws long. Maguire. Looks like Maguire. Is Shaw on Maguire? Is Salah on Maguire? That's a bit concerning. Just playing pinball at the moment. Get it down. Get it down, Wan-Bissaka. Why is he going long? Is that the game plan? That's what it was against Atalanta, wasn't it? First couple of minutes, the game plan was go long. Greenwood passed it. Rashford, he's claimed for a handball. He's not going to get it. James Milner's played in midfield today. I saw Milner play. Who did Liverpool play the other week? It was when they played City, wasn't it? At Anfield. And Milner got absolutely ripped apart by Milner. But Milner got absolutely ripped apart by Foden. I'm already struggling with the multitasking. By the way. It's a Liverpool throw-in on the halfway line right now. Trent's going to go and throw it. Let's see if I can turn it up a little bit. So I can actually get some noise in my headphones. So I can actually feel the atmosphere. I just wonder what KG's doing right now. I just imagine. Vera's Vlog says, either a win or nothing, a draw isn't enough. Steffi Jenks says, the things United make us do, though, breaking our personal boundaries all the time. Wow. Martin James says, if we play long ball, why don't we get Big Sam in? Let's not get crazy here. We're not getting that kind of recklessness. Alec McShine says, place your bets. Which one are we today? Second half FC or individual Brilliance FC? Why not both? Why not be both? Cautious start here. Nearly 3 minutes gone. Both teams going to settle. In these kind of games, isn't it? It's first 15 minutes. If you're an away team, so Liverpool were thinking just settle. Through ball there by Fred. Ronaldo. That's Greenwood. Oh, Bruno Fernandes is through. Bruno Fernandes. Oh my God, has he missed? He hasn't even made the keeper work. I kind of came out of nowhere. It's Rashford running down the left-hand side. It's a tackle. And then Fred actually does a decent ball. Through ball. Ronaldo, surprised he went back. Passes it back to Greenwood. Greenwood shifts it out wide right. Bruno's in a ton of room. I don't want to say he's one-on-one. He's got to hit the target there. Goes right over the bar. United starting well. That's a chance. Absolute chance. I don't have any bombs as well either. I don't have any bombs. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. I don't want to be one of those people who try to... I can't be cagey. I can just do my own thing. Has to do better there, Bruno. That's an early chance. Has to do better. Things like that change the game as well. I know goals change games, but things like that. Imagine 4 minutes in, you're 1-0 up already. Atmosphere's up. That's how you get ahead in these games. This is the problem with United. We'll have like a decent 5, 10, 15 minutes, but then we drop off and the teams manage to survive the 10, 15 minute press that we have and they get back in the game. Jota out wide on the right-hand side. Bruno's actually pressing here. You see what Ronaldo said as well when he was asked in the interview. See, that's where the Creamers has to join in that press as well. See what Ronaldo said about the press, as it all Liverpool might be in here. Liverpool's in his onside. Salah, if he passes it, 1-on-1, 1-0 already. Snabby Cater, it's 1-0 Liverpool. What the hell was that? There's actually 2 passes. He's gone right through the team. Oh, it's going to be a long day. This is what I was worried about. This is awful defending. Look, how high is our line? Luke Shaw, I don't know why he's so deep. Why is Luke Shaw that deep? He doesn't push up in time, so he keeps Salah on side. Now, because of that, it comes 3-on-1 immediately. Salah just passes it to Keita. It's a simple finish. I have no idea why Luke Shaw is so deep there. Just if you're going to go up, go up. It's a simple finish as well. There's an argument maybe De Gea should do better as well, to be honest. It's not the best finish at all. And how is Naby Keita getting through 1-on-1 in the first 5 minutes? It's not a good finish either. It's 1-0 Liverpool. This will be a long nighty, guys, I think. 5 minutes. That's all it took. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes and like 2 passes. I have to react now. Remember, this is what we were saying. This is exactly what everyone was saying. I know Paul Scholes, people are talking about him sniffing feet at them. Oh, he's giving it away again. It's Keita again. Firmino might be in here. Firmino. Oh, De Gea has to save. Cleared. Goodness sake, go actually start. The referee stopped the play because the ball's bounced off the referee. Shocking. Absolute shocking. And this is what they were saying in the week. This is what Paul Scholes was saying in the week. I know, again, he's been sniffing feet or whatever he's been doing at the moment, so I don't really want to talk about Paul Scholes that much. But Paul Scholes said in the week, go 1-0 behind against Liverpool. Go 2-0 behind against Liverpool. See what happens. See if you can fight back then. 5 minutes. That's all it took. 5 minutes. That's Liverpool's first attack. Chasing a game immediately again. What did we say? We've been saying this all season. When you play the big teams, you'll get caught out because you can't give them chances. And that's all we do. Give them chances. Absolutely shambolic defending. And we had a chance. Bruno should score. It's just, it's awful. Absolutely awful. I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know what to say anymore already. Rotham sends McFred. Muhammad Ali says almost scored a second too. They'll get chances as well. I mean, I look at the finish, like I said with Keita. I don't think it's a particularly great finish. I think De Gea will be disappointed by that one, but points from losing positions, Manchester United 35. That's since the start of last season, but you can't do that against Liverpool. You can't. And don't get me wrong, happy to be clipped, happy to win this game 3-1. But defending like that... There you go, Liverpool on the break again. Salah's running. McTominay and Fred are trying to tackle him. They just slice him down. I thought that might have been a foul, to be honest. Let's break then. Fred gets lucky with a pass. Keita doesn't cut it out. It's Ronaldo running at Konate's got nothing around him. Goes for a foul. Referee's not buying it because he knew he had nothing around him. Ball over the top. Salah might be in here. I don't know if it's offside. He's not going to put his flag up, is he? Salah's in. Has a shot. You're going to put your flag up then? Flag didn't go up. Goal kick. Hey, he looked off. If he wasn't off then, that's the second time Luke Shaw has not pushed up. They're just showing the replay of the goal. So we squeeze up. Lindelof immediately drops. Lindelof. I mean, what are Maguire and Lindelof doing? Lindelof's playing at right back. He's that far out of line. Luke Shaw's about as deep. He's so far back he's in the 1930s. Oh, it's shambolic defending. Shambolic defending. And that's when you talk about patterns of play. When we talk about patterns of play, we don't just mean in an attacking sense. You mean out of possession as well, in transition. Not just when you've got the ball. I mean, what on earth is Victor Lindelof going right out to the touchline? You just make a giant hole. It's easy. You just made it so easy for Mo Salah. Just pass it straight in. And Luke Shaw was said so deep as well. I mean, that's the frustrating thing with that goal as well. It wasn't even good play. You know, like sometimes if you play an opponent and they literally just pass it round you and it's too good, you just have to hold your hands up and go, that's just superb play. But it's not. It's basic. Fred wins it back here. Rashford's running at him. He's pulled him back. I want the foul. He has a shot. Goes wide. But immediately, they're in control. And honestly, that midfield is already concerning me. You talk about having McFred in there. Passion, desire, legs, tackling. But it's going straight through our midfield every time. They might as well not be there. A lot of people aren't happy. I don't blame you. I mean, we're 10 minutes in, and I don't want to be defeatist, and I don't want to be pessimistic, but we're 10 minutes in. We're going to have to, if we're going to get anything out of this game, I think David De Gea's going to have a good game. Because I don't see us blocking them out. Because, again, I have no idea what McFred are doing already. And I don't want to completely shit all over Ollie, but I can understand his thought process. But if they're not even doing what they're meant to be in there for doing, why have them in there in the first place? Alexander-Arnold on the halfway line. Passes it back to Konate. I think this is the thing now. Liverpool just going to be in control. They've got the game exactly how they want. They couldn't ask for a better start. If you're a Liverpool fan, you couldn't even ask for a better start. If you're Jurgen Klopp, you love it. And the problem is, from a United fan, it's the start we expect because we've seen it so many times. So many times. And don't get me wrong, again, if we come back last minute, Cristiano Ronaldo again, we'll all be jubilant. Come on. But against big teams, you just can't have that. Press is non-existent. Absolute non-existent. Devil's Advocate says, all the gear, no idea. SHIT video call. I don't want to say shit, but I just did. He's making some good points, but I can't give up on the screen because it's like a swear. You know what I mean? Aaron Walker says, miss Varane. Just miss a structure. Just miss a structure. Miss tactics. I mean, a pass completion so far as well has been shocking. Now, like Henderson's got the ball in the middle of the midfield. There is no press. Absolutely no press on him whatsoever. They're standing and watching him. Alexander-Arnold's got the ball, shifts it to Jota. There's so much space on the left-hand side if he switches it to Robertson, which he now does. Robertson goes to pass it by Wan-Bissaka, blocks it. This is the fit. You can see problems before it's already starting. You can see problems before it's even starting. Paris says, we look childish when we play it open. I mean, honestly, the start. This is what we said before the game as well, didn't we? We said this before the game. With the ball over the top. Oh my God, Maguire and Shaw just absolutely go into each other. Alexander-Arnold is 2-0. That is absolutely awful. What on earth is Harry Maguire doing there with Luke Shaw? That is a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Can you use the excuse now you're not fit anymore? Your brain's absolutely not fit either. Absolute shambolic. 2-0. 2-0 down, 13 minutes. This is getting embarrassing. Absolute embarrassing. Look, it's just a simple ball. Simple ball over the top. Maguire and Shaw, they're not talking to each other. They nearly collide into each other. And then again, Shaw's still ball watching, puts it to Alexander-Arnold. It's tight. I honestly, I can't believe what I've just seen. I cannot believe what I've just seen. Speechless. It's tight. That's the only thing we might have. He might be slightly ahead of the ball. I don't think he is though. It's Jota who gets the goal, but it doesn't matter because if Jota didn't get there, Milner would have, and I think Milner has been given. It's 2-0. How can it's not even that? You're not even talking. It's not even the fact that they're not even talking to each other. They can't see each other. You're that far away. 15 minutes, 2-0 down, Old Trafford. Now, what's the board going to be saying now? This is a side that can win the league. Oh, my God. Luke Shaw just nearly hit it out for a corner, and Harry Maguire's had to put it out for touch. Can those two wake up and start talking to each other, please? I mean, it's not as if it's not embarrassing anyway. This could get really embarrassing. Really embarrassing. And it's what we said in the week. Try coming back from 2-0 down against Liverpool. Guess what? The challenge is happening. Absolute disgrace. It's Rashford in the box here. Got to get one back soon. And he just gets completely taken out easily. Defended easily against Van Dijk and Varane. They've got the ball back. Where's in the United DNA about this? What's Gary Neville going to be saying on commentary now? He can't justify this. I get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's his mate. He can't justify this. Winning leagues and Champions Leagues, I've got more chance of waking up and singing I Will Always Love You in the same key as Whitney Houston. Not happening. Awful. You know, I mean, honestly, that defending there, I mean, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start with that. Not only is the defending awful, the press is non-existent. It's easy. It's so easy. United have a corner here. So easy. Remember when these games, like when Man United used to play Liverpool, and there used to be scrappy affairs, and there used to be tight affairs, and even when Liverpool weren't good and we were really good, they were still scrappy, and they still showed some fight. I've seen no fight at all so far. Shaw of the corner. Maguire with the header. McTominay. Hits it over. Flag went up anyway. He was offside. I said it would be a long 90. I said it would be a long 90. They're showing the replay. Jota was onside. And it's not even like there's obviously the Maguire and Shaw debacle's bad enough, but the cross in the box, it goes through Shaw's legs. Behind Maguire, there is no one. So if it wasn't Jota, it would have been Milner. They would have scored anyway. I don't know. Are the defenders even playing? It's laughable. It's absolutely laughable. You can't, and the thing is as well, like you can't, I mentioned before the game, like if we lose today, which, you know, it's still a while to go, but come on. If we lose today, we're already 3 points off top 4. Not top of the league, top 4. Already 3 points off that. And you can't tell me, look, there's defensive ranks, clean sheets 18th, tackles per game 20th, errors leading to shots 20th. Good. That's good, isn't it? I mean, we're going to win titles like this. 21 and 22. Ronaldo with a flick on. He flicks it onto no one. There's nobody there because there's no press. Fred's just running around, not tackling. He's going towards someone. They're just passing it around him because it's embarrassing. Alexander-Arnold tries to put Keita in. Goes out for a goal kick. Parastogal says, the fans need to be put out of our misery, Owen. I'm just dejected. Don't even feel like yelling out of anger anymore. This is the thing, like, oh, goodness sake. We're messing around. We can't pass it out from the pissing back again. Where have we seen today that Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw are actually on their game that they're going to pass it out from the back? Where have we seen that today? Wan-Bissaka's actually gone past someone. Jota fell over. Crossing the box from Greenwood. Headed out by Konate. Bruno Fernandes has the ball. So Ronaldo goes over the bar. This is the thing as well. Like, every shot we have now, whether it's McTominay or it's Ronaldo going over the bar, Liverpool fans are cheering ironically because they're 2-0 up. And they know it's embarrassing. Ollie's standing on the touchline. I'm surprised he hasn't gone to the iPad yet. Play a game of Angry Birds. I'll wash my hands of the whole situation. I've had enough of this. Kieran McKenna's over there playing Candy Crush. And the thing is as well, these 2 goals today stem from tactics. They stem from tactics. They don't stem from we don't have bad players. We don't. I mean, you can talk about McTominay and Fred. Yeah, okay, fine. But it's not like we got bad players. These goals today stem from just a sheer lack of tactical awareness, no press, defenders literally running into each other. It feels like a game of Football Manager where you throw in some crazy tactics and they're so baffling to the computer that your players actually start running into each other because they don't know what's going on. It's just... And look, if we lose today, which you know, we're 20 minutes in, but chances are we lose today. What do we think? Do we think the owners are really going to be the Glazers? I think they said Joel Glazer gets the final call on this one. Do we really think he's going to sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer today? If it's embarrassing, which, you know, we're 20 minutes in and we're 2-0 down. We were 2-0 down after 15. But it's just not good enough. How can you... at least you would hope with the Glazers, they'd be looking at, look, we didn't spend a transfer fee. We've got Cristiano Ronaldo on a lot of money and we're just performing awfully. Now, that's when the Glazers truly act, when it comes down to money. Ronaldo passes to Fred. Fred, of course, gives it away. It was a bad pass from Ronaldo, in fairness. I mean, Liverpool are 2-0 up. I don't even think they've got out of second gear or third gear. They haven't even started moving the car. The car's still in park. Manchester United got horse and cart. They can't believe it. They're like, really? This is kind of what the race we're having. Passing it out from the back again. Harry Maguire passes it back to De Gea. Possession 1 in the final third. Man United 0, Liverpool 3. So we haven't won the ball because, again, the press is non-existent. Here comes Rashford. Cuts inside, passes it to Fred. Fred to McTominay. McTominay to Ronaldo. Ronaldo, Wan-Bissaka. Get the ball in the box. Cuts back inside. McTominay shifts it to Fred. Liverpool already back in position here. As long as we probably had the ball for. Shaw tries to cross the ball in, headed out. Rashford, McTominay into the feet of Ronaldo. Flick on to Greenwood. Has Greenwood got like a cast on? Bruno's out on the left here. Man United still have the ball, but don't look threatening. The crowd are booing because they're saying do something with it. But Liverpool, this again, and I don't want to keep like beating a dead horse here. This is tactics. Liverpool are set up here. Shaw has a shot. Oof, goes just wide. And we could have been 1-0 up if Bruno actually hit the target. Shaw had the shot. Alisson was scrambling. Goes just wide of the post. Aaron Walker says Liverpool have had harder training matches. David Lee says, big up the mods, by the way, as always. Smash a like on the video. We're on 150 likes. See if we can get it 200. See if we can actually achieve something today. If we can't achieve a victory, let's try and get like some likes or something. I'm trying to find something to be happy and positive about. Because it's not happening with the game. Lindelof and Maguire, they're not even talking to each other. They're putting their arms out and flailing their arms and stuff like that. But what are they doing? Even Lindelof's trying to let the ball go back. Or it's a free ball. There it goes to Rashford. Defensively, we're just a shambles. Absolute shambles. It's a joke. It is such a joke. Like, again, it's naive of me after we come back from 2-0 down on Wednesday to say game's over after 15 minutes. But Liverpool aren't Atalanta. They're not. Firmino passes it to Salah out on the right-hand side. Shifts it back to Alexander-Arnold. Henderson's just got so much room. So much room. Van Dijk. This is when they've got possession now, Liverpool, and this is where you see our defensive shape. Which is basically, I mean, it's like, you know, a shotgun. Pellets. Boom. A bad pass. Mistake by Robertson. Ronaldo's got the ball here. Got no support. He's got to do something with it. Crosses the ball in. Headed out by Konate. McTominay, edge of the box, heads it out wide to Rashford. McTominay again. Luke Shaw, left-hand side, crosses it in. There wasn't anyone there to pick out. Fred, just hospital pass. McTominay does well, actually. Fred can't pass the ball. I don't know. Like, he's stealing the living as a footballer. Crosses it in. Rashford goes straight to Alisson. James Milner's down, so the Liverpool physio is going to come on. YY says, why is no one talking about Lindelof? Since he's been in the team, we've conceded on average at least 2.5 goals a game. I think, to be honest though, YY, I think it's bigger than that. I really do. I think it's bigger than that. We've kept one clean sheet in our last 20 games. Lindelof's played some of those games, but Varane's played some of those games. You know, Maguire's played some of those games. It's bigger than that. It is fundamentally bigger than that. It's a lack of tactics. It's a lack of again setting up in a certain way. It's a lack of defensively how you're going to set up out of play. You know how you're going to react to another team's press. All that kind of stuff. It's bigger. It's bigger than that. And look, I'm not one of those people. I've said this before. I want, honestly, and I don't mean this out of like irony. Legitimately, I want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to do well. I do. I want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be successful because if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is successful as Manchester United manager, that means Manchester United are successful. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is doing well as Manchester United manager, that means Manchester United are doing well. But we're not. And I'm not one of those fans, absolutely. I want Man United to win today. Of course I want Man United to win today. I'm a Man United fan. I'm not one of these people that hope Man United lose so Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gets sacked. How can you be a fan of a club and hope your own team loses? I'm not one of those people. But you can't look at 25 minutes today and 45 minutes against Atalanta in midweek and say that's fine. You can't. You can't look at these performances so far and say that is a side that's going to win something. But the baffling thing is, on paper, it should be more than good enough to challenge. And we're not even doing that. Maybe we don't win something, but at least we're challenging it, or at least we're close. We are nowhere near. Nowhere near. And that's the embarrassing thing, because any other rival fan of other teams in the Premier League, when you speak to Liverpool fans or Chelsea fans or City, there aren't any City fans. When you talk to other fans, rival fans, they'll say, you've got so many good players. How can you be playing so badly? You know, we're doing some sums here, and you're getting this outcome. You're getting equals shit, you know. And then you've got to have to plug in, you know, like one of those maths questions you get at GCSE. They'll go, the answer is this. One of the things is this, plus this. What's the missing thing? Coaching. That's it. Bruno wins the ball back. Ronaldo shifts it out wide. Greenwood, he's one-on-one. Don't know where he's got anything around him. Got 4 Liverpool players around him. Does well, puts it out wide to Rashford. Down the left-hand side, Bruno rather. Rashford keeps the ball, shifts it back to Maguire. Passes it to Bruno, who's out on the left-hand side again. Rashford passes it to Fred. McTominay. Fred pass to Rashford, straight to Alisson. This is the thing though as well. Like you can just see, can't you? You can just see like, because our passing's not good enough. And I honestly, guys, I really don't mean to be like just moaning all the time, but you can't. How can you sit here and watch this and be positive? How? We'll come back second half. Nah, come on. Maguire and Lindelof passing it out from the back again. Start doing this. Or whatever, because it's just like that. It's just a risk every time. McTominay, decent switch actually out to the left to Rashford. Go on then, let's actually show some pace. Run at him. Rashford, Shaw on the overlap. Rashford goes to pass him. Ronaldo gets blocked. Rashford again. Now shifted back to Fred. Here we go. Pass that wide to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka one-on-one with Jota. He's not even one-on-one because he's one-on-one with, there's like 3 people around him. There's Jones, Jota. Greenwood has a shot. Oof. Tipped wide by Alisson. United having a bit more possession now, but just feels like too little too late, doesn't it, already? Greenwood, so he's one-on-one with, who's that, Robertson? And he's got Henderson around him. This is the thing, though. I've noticed this so far. Like, whether it's Wan-Bissaka, whether it's Greenwood, whether it's whoever, every time they try and run at him, there's 3 people around him. Shaw's corner, headed out by Liverpool. That's not a foul. Get up, mate. Keita tried to go down. He wasn't even touched. Fred. Oh, giving the ball away again. Jota again. He's got so much room to run into. Jones. United get back into the shape. A lot of people aren't happy. I don't blame you all. I really don't blame you all. Paris says Pogba, Cavani, Sancho will come on for the second half and we'll hope from the best from there on. Jota, edge of the box. Puts it out wide to Alexander-Arnold. Puts the ball in. Fred hits it up in the air. McTominay heads it out straight to Keita. Jordan Henderson has a shot. Goes wide. It's a corner. Did that get deflected? I didn't see that. Be sure to smash a like on the video. We're only 20 likes away from 200. Martin James says, Owen fast for calling out Fred, but slow for calling out Luke Shaw. Why? I'm not sure for slow for calling out Luke Shaw. First 2 goals were on him as well. He's been shit. He ran into Harry Maguire. Ball comes out, volley in. Oof. Nearly went to Firmino. No, I'm not sure, slow for calling people out. I'm not one of those people that can't, hazard agendas against either English or foreign players or whatever. If someone's playing crap, they're playing crap. Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw have been awful. Both goals, you can look at Luke Shaw for both goals. You can look at Harry Maguire for both goals. You can look at Lindelof. You can look at the whole team for those 2 goals because it's awful. Greenwood goes to head it out wide to Rashford. Alexander-Arnold blocks it. Bugsy says, Manchester United are now on the longest run without a clean sheet at Old Trafford in the club's 142-year history. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer record break. Is that true? That's damning. That really is damning. Salah's in. Salah's in. One-on-one with the keeper. Mo Salah, David De Gea saves. Could have been 3-0. Could have been 3-0 in 30 minutes. That's a foul, referee. Oh, come on. It's obviously a foul on Rashford there. Konate just thrown him to the floor. Gary Neville just said, Manchester United got moments of madness in the moments. Moments FC. Like I said, it's not just moments in going forward. It's moments of just shit as well. It just levels above. Ball in. Whoa. It's a cross, I think, from Alexander-Arnold. Jota wasn't a million miles away from that one either. I'd say, I mean, you never know United. Moments FC, you don't know. But let's be honest here. There looks like one team that's going to score. David De Gea's just kicked it right to Alexander-Arnold. It looks like only one team's going to score the next goal. And they're not wearing red today. They're not. Rashford tries to fire it back. I don't know what on earth that pass is from Marcus Rashford. He just played a through ball for Mo Salah for that one. Fortunately, the angle was too tight for Salah. I mean, this is almost. It's almost like it's worse. To be honest, the performance is worse. I didn't think watching that Atalanta first half in the week. I didn't think we could get much worse than that first half. But man, we find a way to top ourselves, don't we? Find a way to top ourselves. Shambolic. Absolute shambolic. Alisson goes long, gets Firmino, shifts it to Keita again. Alexander-Arnold passes it to Ronaldo, shifts it to McTominay. Of course, I mean, luckily, if this ball wasn't bouncing off the Liverpool players, Bruno Fernandes crossed it in, nicked away from Cristiano Ronaldo. United get a corner. Well, if we're going to have any chance in this game, we have to get one back before half-time. We can't be looking at, a 3-goal second half or even a 2-goal second half again. Get one back before half-time. Who knows? Shaw with the corner. Ball in. Oh. Bouncing around in there. Maguire. Shaw again. Put it back in. Corner. Goal kick. The ball went in. Just kind of bounced around a little bit. I think Rashford would have been offside anyway, to be honest with you. Elliot McShine says they haven't come out of first gear yet. Matt Brink says, it's right, we're Moments FC, in any moment we completely fall apart. Not wrong. Devon says, McFred is awful, you can't tell me Donny can be any worse defensively. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you're Donny van der Beek, you must, just be sitting on the bench looking at it going, I can't be any worse than this. I can't be any worse than this. You're telling me that I'm worse than what's on the pitch right now. Through ball, nearly went through to Rashford. But it's story of the first half, isn't it? Nearly FC. McTominay wins the ball back. Bruno shifts it out wide to Ronaldo. It's behind him. Our passing's been absolutely horrific. Absolutely horrific. Can't pass the ball 5 yards. Bruno flicks it in. Oh, why did he take it so early? He had a time for a touch, Rashford. Shaw passes it to Bruno, flicks it on. I think Rashford can take a touch there. He hits it on the half volley, goes straight to Alisson. Surely take a touch. Monish says, Ollie ball make me feel like never really watching football again. Mad Red Neil says, McFred is so bad it's actually getting laughable now. Joshua John says, there's no organisation attacking or defensively. Gain Oates says, Fred and McTominay are supposed to be better than Donny van der Beek. Even if we were 5-0 down, he would never play Van der Beek. Oh, we know that. We know that. Paris Dougal says, how is anyone okay with this? How is this acceptable? We need a change. We are praying for players to make something happen. That's our tactic now. It's not acceptable. It's shit. It's awful. You know, again, Liverpool, we're 2-0 down against Liverpool. And Liverpool, again, they haven't even got out of third gear. They haven't had to do anything. We basically gave those goals to them. We're not pressing, we're not stepping up, we're not pressing, or players getting out of position and just basically saying, pass it here, we'll give you a goal if you want. And again, this is what was baffling about this unchanged lineup, is that this is the same performance we saw in the first half against Atalanta. Through ball, Victor Lindelof intercepts, Salah might have been through there. But again, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. We saw what happened in midweek with this starting 11. Oh, they'll play better today. That was a one-off. Oh, they were just clinical. I guess Liverpool have just been clinical as well now, have they? Salah has a shot. Oh, they might be in again here. 3-0, Mo Salah. This is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Liverpool are 3-0 up at Old Trafford in the Premier League, not even 40 minutes gone. I mean, what can you say? What can you say now? What can you say now? I defy anyone to find a positive out of this. What's this, Liverpool being clinical as well? Is this? Oh, Liverpool, yeah, they were just clinical. I don't know what that defensive line is there. Maguire steps in, all over the place. Firmino hits it to Jota. It's a shot. Luke Shaw again. Who on earth is down that left-hand side? Where are you following your man? Luke Shaw, absolute ball watch, and that one's on him. Like a lot of them have been. It bounces off Maguire, and nobody has a clue. Nobody is tracking him. Puts the ball across Salah there again. It's awful. Absolutely shambolic defending. Absolutely shambolic. And at this point, honestly, it could be anything. It could absolutely be anything. This is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. I'd say take Luke Shaw off. I don't even think Tellez is on the bench. And this is the frustrating thing as well. I think deep down, most Man United fans could tell you this was coming today. Everyone, we've been saying it for so long, haven't we? So long. Because we've seen us play these supposedly, inferior teams in the Premier League this season, and we haven't played well. We haven't played well since the opening day of the season. We've been saying that all the time, and when we go up against a good team, we will get absolutely slaughtered, and it will be embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing. And here we are, okay? How? Yeah, I mean, it's over, isn't it? It's so over. Henderson, because this is going to get embarrassing. You can't tell me Liverpool are going to stop here. Liverpool are going to stop at 3-0. They're not going to score any more goals in the game. They've scored 3 in like 40 minutes. Ronaldo's through. He's offside. There he is. Ollie whispering to Kieran McKenna. What do you think? We're crap. Luke Shaw just gets a book in. He honestly can't have much of a worse first half either. Absolute worst of a first half. Like, Luke Shaw, obviously, last season was excellent. In the Euros was excellent. Today, arguably, it's the worst game he's ever had in a Manchester United shirt. He's just been embarrassed by Alexander-Arnold and Salah. There's Sir Alex. Bet his phone's buzzing. Fancy coming back? No thanks. Not with this shit show. And this is what I mentioned before. Like, it's not even that. There's no fight. We said in the week that the players were fighting for the manager. Don't look like it. Not even fighting for themselves at this point. Man United get a throw in. Like, Kurt says, I'm dying to hear what Ollie has got to say at full time. Liverpool are miles better than us at the moment. How can Ollie survive this? This is the thing. Like, again, he had the gall, the absolute gall, to say after the Atalanta game and in the press conference that we played well first half, but Atalanta were clinical. Is he going to say the same thing today? Liverpool was really clinical. No, they're not. They're better than us. They're better than us. Jurgen Klopp is a better coach. And he's just embarrassed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's embarrassing. It can be 3-0 down at home against anyone, let alone your arch rivals, in 40 minutes in the Premier League. How can... And again, we'll see the reports there because, again, we see them all the time. We'll see the reports, won't we, after the game. The Man United board have full faith in Ole. They expect him to turn things round. They are concerned. They're a little bit concerned about the results. They're a little bit concerned about the performances, but they expect us to turn around. Do me... just... How is this acceptable? What's Gary Neville going to say here now? And I get it. I get Gary Neville saying, I've never ever said a manager should get sacked or anyone should lose their job. But he can't sit there and say that, this is just the players. Because it's far too consistent just to be the players. The only consistent thing about Manchester United is how shit we are. That's the only consistent thing we've got about us. I think it's, isn't it like today or this week, it's the anniversary of the 6-1 Manchester City result at Old Trafford. And I'm not saying that could happen today, but at least with them we went down to 10 men. What's the excuse today? We're playing like we've got 5 men. Wan-Bissaka down the right-hand side. Goes straight to Robertson. I knew this stream was snake bit as well. When DJ sends me to busy, when KG don't pick up and Flex don't get any reception, I knew it was cursed. Never going to invite me back again. I'm a jinx. It's my fault. Abdallah says, today is the Manchester City 6-1 anniversary. I thought it was around that time. And again, people will say with that one, but that season we finished second and arguably we could have won the league that season, all that kind of bullshit. Yeah, guess what? We were still second at the time. We're not today. Miles off it. And this is what I always say about, when we came back in the week and people will say, you're Manchester United, you're not a real Manchester United fan. We used to do that all the time under Sir Alex Ferguson. Yeah, well, guess what? Under Sir Alex, we used to win things. We used to compete. What are we competing for now? Wooden spoon. We're setting new records, can't keep a clean sheet at Old Trafford. Oh, yeah, that's the really things we want to be winning. And again, we've had the ball like this, like we've got it now, when we pass it around. But Liverpool look comfortable. They just look completely comfortable. And when they'll break, they'll score. Rashford runs through, puts it across goal. Oh, there's only Ronaldo in the box. Jota, pass it out wide. Robertson puts it in the box. Doesn't go to anyone. Greenwood running down the right-hand side. I'm defeated already. I really am. Puts it through. Ronaldo. Oof. Alisson makes a save. Ronaldo. He's frustrated. He's just sort of kicked. He's just kicked at Curtis Jones. Oh, get off, Van Dijk. Van Dijk is kicking off now. And he's just pissed off. He's just fuming. He probably wants a red card. I've had enough of this shit show. I'm off. Just absolutely awful. It's not a red card. He goes to kick the ball. The Liverpool fans are trying to imply that he's kicked the player. The ball was there to be kicked. I don't think he'll get sent off. It'll be a booking. He won't send him off. You don't send off Cristiano Ronaldo anyway. You know, like Messi never gets sent off when he should. Or like Ronaldo will be on a second yellow and he never gets sent off. It's just pure frustration. Like he hacks him down and the ball's there and he just goes to kick the ball. At least he's showing a little bit of, at least he's showing a little bit of just like, come on. I'm playing this crap team. Kicks him straight in the balls as well. It's a yellow. That, you know what the worst thing is with that, right? With those players shoving each other and all that, and Fred comes in and Bruno comes in to try and back him up. That's the most fight we've shown all day. Is when they had a bit of handbags and they started pushing each other. That's the most fight we've shown all day. Apart from that, that's the most energised we've looked all day. You know, it takes Ronaldo to try and kick someone on the floor right in the balls. And what can you even say, honestly? Jurgen Klopp's there. He's who cares? I don't think it's like I would love to be in a position where I'm telling him to F off and all that kind of stuff and sit down, but it looks embarrassing on our part. You know, what have we got to tell him to sit down? Fred, that's high foot. You could be in trouble. Especially with the Griezmann one. Gets a booking. This is the thing, though. Like, you know, okay, now you're going to start putting some, like, you know, dangerous tackles in. Now you're going to start actually throwing some physicality, some force. Where's that been? It's a high foot. It's a booking. But this is the thing. Like, we might start just like fouling them now because, and again, that's even in itself is embarrassing because it's a case of we know what we're doing just isn't good enough, so we're going to just try and kick you because that's all we've got. We'll just try and kick you because we've already lost the game. How embarrassing does that look? I mean, to be a fly on the wall at half-time. To be a fly on the wall at half-time. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What's Ronaldo going to do? Lock him out of the dressing room and go, right, I'll do the team talk. That thing, you know, when I'm the captain now, I'm in charge. This guy doing the thing when they zoom in on people's faces like Solskjaer and Maguire and they look completely clueless. Because they are. Just, it's awful. Absolute awful. Yeah, this is the thing. Baxter says, Flex and KG on the road trip saying we're going to beat Liverpool. We're not going to lose today. Flex. You jinxing shit. Ian says, unpopular opinion, Shaw was out of position for the second and third goals. He has been for many goals this season. I don't think it's unpopular. Shaw's been awful today. That third goal was just disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Firmino, Riotta, Salah, it's 4-0. 4-0. 4-0, Mo Salah, embarrassing. Embarrassing. This is a sackable offence. Not even anything else, this is a sackable offence. It's over. It's absolutely over. I said before, as soon as they scored in the first couple of minutes, I said it was going to be embarrassing. It's just shocking defending. We're going skin tight. Shaw again. What is Luke Shaw doing today? What is Luke Shaw doing today? Maguire's just trying to grab Firmino, doesn't do anything. Ball gets passed across. Jota, and again, Mo Salah's there on the left-hand side, and I don't know if it's meant to be Rashford's there with him. I don't know if it's meant to be Luke Shaw, but I don't know what they're doing on that left-hand side. Luke Shaw has been embarrassed. Absolute embarrassed. Half time. Half time. I mean, what? And the crowd are shouting at Ollie, and what can you say? They've turned. They've absolutely turned. I mean, some people are shouting Red Army and stuff like that, I guess. You can hear it a bit, but people aren't happy. I know some people say, you know, back the manager, back the team, irrespective. What? How can you do that? How can you do that? Back the team how for what? It's just, it's appalling. I've been a Man United fan since I was a kid. I really don't recall it ever being like this. I don't. Not against Liverpool. Not with these kind of quality players. Even when we lost to Man City, we were down to 10. It's shambolic. Absolutely shambolic. I mean, I'll try and call flex. See if it works. I don't blame if you don't pick up. I wouldn't want to pick up. I mean, Lewis Silver with a super chat. Let's see if I can call DJ.
Hey, man.
DJ, you're on the stream.
Yeah.
Say something, because I'm lost for words.
Yeah. All I can say is diabolical, man. This United team is so far from the top sides in the league. Tactically, shambles. Players just not doing what they're supposed to be doing, messing up the simple passing. I think the players out there are on autopilot at the moment, Owen. I don't think there's even a strategy, and we've been saying this time and time again. It's proper, like, it's actually disheartening because we have actually regressed after the signings we've made, and to think that signing Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Rafael Varane is regressing, that's telling you something about this Manchester United team. It clearly has something to do with the players. I will put ownership on the players as well, but ultimately it lies with the manager. We've seen what Tuchel has done in such a short space of time with Chelsea, and we look like amateurs out there, literally just amateurs out there, and we're getting played off the park. Yeah, we've had some good moments, but not clinical enough again. I'll be honest, we'll probably talk about this later, but I don't even think, for as good as he is, I'll say it again, Ronaldo is not Manchester United's best number 9. Should have gone with Cavani. But Ollie's he's not strong enough to make these decisions when they need to be made. You know? I think Fred's had a good game. I think Bruno's had a decent game as well. I think Rashford...
You can't even say that though, DJ, can you? Can you even say anyone's had a good game? I can't even say anyone's had a good game. Can you?
I mean, they're trying. I think maybe when I say good game, I should say they're trying.
But it's not even that. But even that, it's like, that's our standards now. We're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying. That's mean it's like it's shit. It's shit. It's like you can't even. I don't see how anyone can justify that. Like I said before, like the only time we showed any sort of passion and desire is when they started shoving people because Ronaldo started kicking someone. It's just it's embarrassing.
Exactly.
It's embarrassing.
It's so lethargic as well. That I'm watching Shaw, and I love Luke Shaw. I think he's amazing when he attacks, but defensively, positional wise, he's just been so shaky. Like that first goal that Liverpool scored is a carbon copy of the goals that have gone against us this season. It's the same coming from that left side, Maguire and Shaw. Like literally, like something needs to be done, and it's got to be a tactical thing. Because I've seen Luke Shaw in good performances. We all have. We've seen Maguire put in very good performances, but at the moment, tactically and just positional wise, they're just all over the shop. And it's for supposed to be a top 4 side, and even me saying top 4 is hurting me. Like a top 4 side, we can't even get the basics right. That's saying something. It's just appalling, and there's no more words I can use to say how bad this performance is. Like it's really, really, really bad, and the writing should be on the wall for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer after this game. I don't care if United bring 3 goals back, 4 goals back, whatever it is, and start drawing. At the end of the day, that first half, it was going to be a landslide. I saw Flex on the way up to the game this morning, and he was saying there's no way that Liverpool could come to Old Trafford and score 3-4 past us. It's actually happening. I said
that during the thing. I said, look, you know, the thing is, like, Paul Scholes, like I said, I don't know what's going on with him at the moment, by the way. He's, like, licking his daughter's feet or whatever. Anyway, but he said it during midweek. He said, do that against Liverpool. See what happens. Go 2-0 down. Go however many down.
Yep.
You know, see what happens. And Liverpool, guess what? Liverpool, they haven't even had to try. Honestly, they have not had to try. They're not even out of 4 gear. They're not even out of park. They haven't even turned the engine on. Nothing's happened. It's shocking.
Yeah, it's so shocking, Owen. And, you know, like, a lot of the viewers, like, I just want to apologise as well to the viewers. Like, you guys want to tune into United View and get good news and of good results, and it's lovely when we do that. But this is another part of the job where it's just such a harsh reality with the team that we love. They're just very inconsistent, undermanaged, I would say, as well. And we're just literally just getting put to the sword by our most sworn rivals in English history. Like, it's crazy that they're just putting us to the sword, and we've got a whole other half of it. So it's not going to get any better.
That's the thing. Like, it's like, apparently it's like the anniversary or whatever of like the 6-1, you know, with Man City.
Yep.
And like I was saying during the thing, at least during like the Man City one, like we went down to 10 men. You know, at least you could go with that. What's the excuse today? What is it? What have we got? There's nothing.
There's no excuse. He played an unchanged team. I would have preferred him to have maybe changed the formation against Liverpool today.
Yeah, but even we say stuff like that. Like, what are we thinking? Because that was never going to happen. Let's be honest here.
And this is the problem with him. He's just so rigid, man. He again, and this is why tactically I say he's extremely limited, because any other manager would have went, right, we've got Liverpool, we're going to have to do something a little bit different now. We're going to have to change it up. He's got players sitting on the bench. Got good players. I'm going to say it for the 1,000th time. Donny van de Beek, who rarely gives the ball away, is sitting on the bench today. It's criminal. It's just criminal. And you know, I think Fred McFred, they're trying, but it's just still not good enough. And if that's our best midfield pairing, right? If that's our best midfield pairing, it just goes to show you how far we have fallen. And you know, I was hoping that this season was going to be a season of progress, especially with the signings we made. But Owen, man, this looks really, really bad. It's really bad.
Mate, it doesn't look bad. It is bad. It's not how it looks. It's exactly how it looks. It's awful. It's awful. Josh is in the chat. Big up Josh, saying fans are leaving already.
Wow.
Well, and look, like I was just saying a second ago, like you could see people were shouting. You know, we've heard this season. The fans are still behind Ollie, or they haven't turned in the stadium. Blah blah blah. Yeah, there were people chanting Red Army, and I think people are going to do that because they've got the mentality of you back the manager irrespective.
Yeah.
But there were people there that are pissed off because you can't. Like, come on. Let's be real here. Come on.
Of course, and you know what? I will say this. Maybe some people will disagree with me, but Mourinho, he had to pop out a few of our players when he was at Manchester United. But I'll be very honest, a lot of what he said is slowly coming to fruition, and we're slowly starting to see actually what he was actually saying. Some of what he was saying, not all of it, but some of it, he actually had valid points. He did have balance on Luke Shaw, defensively, you know, on the team, on the structure, on everything. And slowly but surely, since he's gone, it has slowly come to fruition, and we're seeing that, Owen. We're seeing these things creep up into this team now, and we can't ignore it anymore. I think the most glossy-eyed Manchester United fan can admit that, you know, these problems are running deeper than the 11. And even now, even the footballing part, we're not even getting that right anymore. So, oh man, it's we have an 80 million defender at the back who literally looks like he's running in quicksand. Honestly, literally like he's running in quicksand. Lethargic, slow to react. And is that Manchester United standing? It definitely isn't. You know, and it's just painful. I think that's the word to use. It's extremely painful to watch.
It's just. Like I said, I didn't think if we lost today that Solskjaer would go, because I thought they'd be like. But I mean, this is embarrassing levels. You know, like with Mourinho's last game. Yeah, it was toxic at the club, and I understand there were different circumstances and all that kind of stuff. But like that was embarrassing, and today's just been absolutely embarrassing. You know, it's just, and you can't even say, you know, like in the week people going, well, at least they're fighting for the manager. I don't see that today. I don't even think they're fighting for themselves. You know?
Yeah, I think a lot of players are playing on autopilot. As I said, they're just playing how they know how to play. As I said, you don't be surprised if you see, you know, Greenwood cut in, score a 25-yard bullet, and like he'll probably do that. But at the same time, this United team now, and you know what? It's sad to say, but maybe we needed this reality check, a harsh reality. Yeah,
but even that, DJ, like it's not a reality. It's not even a reality check. Like I was saying before, like everyone said this all season. When we play big teams, we're going to be in massive trouble because they're not going to miss. They're not going to miss. David De Gea can't save us every match. And a super chat from JJ says, Sancho, Donny van de Beek, Pogba and Cavani on the bench. It's not hard to pull this team apart. Worst first half score I can remember. Well, to be honest, this is what I said before the game as well. Like, he was just doubling down, Ollie, because he said after the game against Atalanta, and he said it in the press conference on Friday, he said, look, our first half, I actually think we played quite well against Atalanta. They were just clinical. You're going to give me that Liverpool really clinical today then? They were clinical 4 times, but we played really well. Because definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different outcomes. He's done the same thing he did on Wednesday, and guess what? Same outcome. And guess what? This time, it ain't going to be a comeback, because I don't think we're going to win this one 5-4, to be honest with you.
Yep.
I'm willing to put a bit of money on that one. And again, happy to be clipped, by the way, guys, but I don't think I will be on this one.
I honestly believe, right, after that first goal went in, I think Ollie should have got to the flipping touchline and rearranged the formation straight away and said, you know what, again, for the next 15, 20 minutes, we need to contain this now. Because once Liverpool get one, they're bloodthirsty. They're going to keep coming. They're going to aggressively press you until you make a mistake, which we was doing. We was making mistakes all over the place. And I just couldn't believe it. It's like the occasion is getting to the players. Well, it's got to the players, because I don't see us turning this game around. As strong as we are sometimes, when we can bring it back from the clutches of defeat, it's not happening with this efficient team. It's not happening. I
don't even know if that has anything to do with like the occasion getting to the players. I think this is just the way we are set up with, like, again, hit and hope FC, moments FC, whatever you want to call it, freestyle football. It's just caught up to us. And against better teams, like we said, you will get found out because you just can't rely on that. And again, against a side that's coached by a very good coach, against a side that's well drilled, well organised, they have a game plan, you will get found out. That's it. That is just, it's as simple as. And like you said, I don't even know if it's a reality check. It's kind of ones like, maybe as fans, like some of us were in denial coming into this game going, I hope we show up today. I mean, I always say to you, I don't know what Man United's going to show up. I hope they play well today. Well, guess what? Like, reality, just maybe it is a reality check, but it's just slapped us well and hard in the face, and guess what? It's very real. Super chat from Dan Harden says, R.I.P. Maguire's prime, December 2020 to October 2021. I don't know what's going on with Harry Maguire. I don't know what's going on with Luke Shaw. I don't know what's going on with the entire team, to be honest with you. I mean,
it's just gonna get worse from here, and it's just sad to say. And we've got some more big games coming up as well. And I hate to think that these run of games is gonna be Ole Gunnar's career, man. It has to be because of all the board members and club owners that are sitting probably in the stands today watching this game, because it's a massive game for British television as well. We're home. It's not like it's a close game. We're getting embarrassed. We're getting torn apart every minute of this game. We're missing chances left, right, and centre. They're being very clinical. They're cutting through our defence very easily. Ronaldo's head's gone. I can tell his head's gone. A few of the players' heads have dropped. We're now going to start playing more autopilot. You're going to see Rashford start taking on 5 or 6 players himself. You're going to see Bruno taking shots from outside the box. Why? Because there is no system. They're playing on instinct now, and that is that. And it's probably going to get even worse for us. It's going to get even worse.
I can't. That's what I said before. Like, Liverpool aren't going to score any more goals. I think Pogba's coming on. Anyway, DJ, we'll talk after the game. DJ's going to be with me in the match reaction. Here we go. I've got to do another second half. I've just basically whinged the entire first half, and I apologise, guys, if I've been negative this first half. But what can you do? what can you do? But I'll speak to you in a bit, DJ. DJ's going to be on with us in the match reaction. Hopefully we have. I'm not even doing hopefully. I'm just saying, just go. I've had enough of it. I had enough of it. Lucas Silva says Ollie has to go. This is embarrassing. Second half's underway. I'll start the clock in a second. I don't even know if I can be asked to start the clock, to be honest, second half. United look like they've gone to a diamond, according to Sky. I mean, we're up and running. We're up in front. I'm so defeated, guys. I'll be honest with you. I'm so defeated. I tried calling Flex. It didn't go through. KG. I think KG's probably in tears somewhere. So I don't know what's going on with that. And just everything's just. It's just crap, innit? It's so shit. It's so bad. Like, Liverpool have a free kick to kick off the second half as well. Alexander-Arnold. And at this point, we spoke about 6-1, and I don't want to talk it into existence. I really don't. But at this point, who knows? Ball crossed in. Alexander-Arnold. Header. I mean, seriously. What we... this is just, it's just so bad. I'm still speechless. I really am speechless. Like, we all knew that it was going to be, like, we all knew, like, it was bad, but this is just, it's something, it's just a new level, isn't it? An absolute new level of crap. So the sub was it, who came on? I didn't see it because I was talking to DJ. I think Pogba's on. Is it Greenwood off? King Jar says fans are leaving the stadium. I did see that. Josh was in the chat and he said that fans were leaving the stadium. Be sure to smash a like on the video as well. Like I said, let's try and actually, if Man United can't achieve something today, maybe we can. Be sure to smash a like. See if we can get to, 400 likes. On the road to 80,000 subscribers. It just feels wrong talking about that too. It feels so wrong. I'm just trying to find something positive to get out of today because it's not going to be the result or the performance. So maybe something else. Man United throw him. Stephen United says, can we get 4 United players off and just concede the game? Yeah, like on FIFA. You remember FIFA back in the day where you could just foul the goalkeeper. Run up to the goalkeeper, slice him down, and then, try and do that. It's just... just trying to do this. Obviously, you know what it's like as well when you're a United fan and this is going on, and you're just getting loads of messages from your mates or whatever, and they're just all laughing at you. That's what it's like as well. I'm not going to be able to go on my phone all week. I'm so defeated. I'm so defeated. Alright, that's done. Passion and desire, guys. That's what I'm going to bring to this second half. Passion and desire. I'm so done. Ball's through. Salah's through once again. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. It's 5-0. Mo Salah hat-trick. Only took 4 minutes, guys. 5-0. It's just so over. It's so over. Honestly. It's so over. You can hear Henderson and that going, I'll keep going, and another one. Gets caught under Pogba's feet. Henderson through ball. Maguire looks like he's running through treacle. Once again, Luke Shaw doesn't have a clue where Mo Salah is. Mo Salah has practically ended Luke Shaw's career today. 1-on-1. Of course he's not going to miss. Keeper can't do anything about it. It's just shambolic. Absolute shambolic. It's over. It's over. You can't come back from that. And again, we're 4 minutes into this half. 4 minutes into this half. Mo Salah's got a hat-trick, and it could be anything now. Honestly, it could be anything now. I think it was Andy Robertson that was saying, keep going, keep going. Rashford's offside. He was clearly offside. Pat says embarrassing. It is. It is. Some of the people, at half time when you get caught and you get caught and you just come back out. They're just coming out again. They're seeing it's 5-0. Sir Alex Ferguson's puffing out a cheek. Sir Alex Ferguson's shaking his head. It's over. It's over. Kenny Dalglish is there laughing in the director's box. Some people left at half time. More people are leaving now. You have to hold as well. You have to hold Ollie to the same standards as we've held other managers as well. If this was David Moyes, if this was Louis van Gaal, if this was Jose Mourinho, it would be over. I don't see how you can come back from a result like this. I really don't. Like, well, how can you come back from this? How? You know? Ball crossed in. Headed out. I don't even have the desire to do commentary. Maguire ball over the top. Ronaldo in the box. Ronaldo has a shot. It's in. 5-1. Come on, we're on the comeback. There. Cristiano Ronaldo gets his goal. Good for you, Ronaldo. It's tight. I think he's just onside. It's very tight, though. Well, good for Ronaldo. Yeah, like Ronaldo, like, you know what I mean? It's even, this just sums it up there. Like Ronaldo, it's a great goal. It's in individual brilliance. Takes him on, rattles it in the bottom corner because Cristiano Ronaldo is still world class. But it's tight. It's really tight. Ronaldo, it's offside. It's offside. It's not even going to count. Sums up our day. Still 5-0. Super chat from Clayton Daniel says, 2 of my best mates are Liverpool fans. I'm getting serious banter in the group chat. I might lose a couple of friends over this lost. I mean, it just sums up the day. It just sums up the day. Do we even deserve to score, though, realistically? You know? It's just... Liverpool fans are loving it, obviously. And the problem is as well, this is going to be one of those days that it lives on forever. It lives on forever today. I mentioned that today was the anniversary of the 6-1 defeat in the sense that people don't forget that. You don't forget it. Liverpool fans are never going to forget this. Every single time we get to the 24th of October, every single year, they will rub it in our face. Remember when we came to Old Trafford and won 5, 6, 7-0, whatever it may be? It could be. Well, that's got to be a foul. How on earth? It's given a free kick. Maguire might be in trouble, I think, here. I thought it was a foul. Zayn Miasi's in, laughing. Like back in the past, I could give something back to you, Zayn Miasi. I can't. I think it's outside the box. It took enough time to... I think he got the call from his linesman to give it. It's a foul. He gets the player first. He does hit the ball, but it's way afterwards. It's an obvious foul by Maguire. Sums up his day. Just shambolic. He got booked as well. Manu Edwards says, whether Ollie in or Ollie out, I think this is it. This is the thing. I really do think this is the thing. Like, you can back the manager, and that is totally your prerogative. And you can be one of those people that says, irrespective, you always back the manager. I'm not going to tell anyone how to support Manchester United. I'm not going to tell anyone how to support your club. You support your club in your own way because I like to treat others how they treat me. I don't judge anyone or anything like that. So if that's what you want to do. But even I think the most staunch... like Ollie in defender, how can you justify this? And if you put it on players, I don't even know if today, realistically, individual players have been awful. Maguire's been shocking. Luke Shaw, worst game I've seen him have for Manchester United. McFred, dreadful. But like even with that, this you don't 5-0 isn't just players. It's something far, far, far bigger than that. Far bigger than that. It's Alexander-Arnold standing over the free kick here on the edge of the box. Flicks it to Salah. Hits the wall. Pass back in, though. They're on that shitty spider cam where you can't actually see the game. But, I just how can you even how can you back the manager after that? You can't. You can't. You absolutely can't. Slow upgrade says we go again. Tweet loading. Exactly. I mean, that is the thing. It's not even. It's one of those ones you can't even tweet about this after the game. The players, if the players give it like we go again, I'd rather they just not say anything. I'd rather they not say anything. I really would. Alisson's playing around in the midfield or whatever because it doesn't matter anymore, does it? And again, Liverpool on the attack. Man United, I mean, I know we just had one chalked off for offside, but even that came out of nowhere. Liverpool, every time they go forward, they look like scoring. Crossing the box, De Gea holds it. Cavani's getting prepped to come on. And they're going, it's amazing, you got that, was it Eric Ramsey there flicking through like his flip chart, telling him to do what set piece is. Game's over, mate. You've got to bring it on Cavani. Oh, this is where you've got to be marking from a corner. So you got to be putting the ball in the net. Whilst you're at it, why don't you tell everyone else what they're meant to be doing? Or is this what they're meant to be doing? Is this the game plan? Rotem says, Owen, how come players who were shit midweek start on Sunday? Because, it's the definition of insanity. You do the same thing over and over again and you expect different results. Remember, according to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we played all right first half in the week. They were just clinical. Aaron Walker says, press will be briefed tomorrow about supporting Ollie. Again, if I start seeing, and Aaron's right, you'll see these things tomorrow. They'll come out and they'll give it. The players still back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They like the training. Manchester United board have faith, all this kind of stuff. We were 5-0 down in 50 minutes. How can you have faith in that? How can any player that's playing today think, okay, we had the right tactics? This is catastrophic. Catastrophic. Wan-Bissaka's running down the wing. It's a cross. Bounces off Liverpool player. Corner. Short corner. Pogba wins it back. Oh, it's not a foul. Never ever a foul. He's booking him. What for? Was his studs up? I thought it looked all right. No. It's two-footed. It is two-footed. That's the problem. I don't think he jumps. It could go though. It's two-footed. This would sum it up. And you know what? You know what would be frustrating, right? If Pogba gets sent off here, then that will be the excuse. Nah, he's going to get sent off. Taylor's been asked to go to watch it on the screen, which basically means you made a mistake, go watch it. It'll be gone. Initially, I didn't think it was bad, but I've seen the replays and it's two-footed. And again, the annoying thing is with this now, the annoying thing with this Pogba one is they'll use this as an excuse. They'll say, well, we were down to 10 men. Well, we were 5-0 down before we went down to 10 men, so let's not even start with that. Here you go. It's high up. Yeah, it is a red. I don't know what the United players are going up to the linesman saying. He'll go. Yeah, red card. He's just cancelled the yellow card. It's a red card. Paul Pogba's gone. Paul Pogba, red card. He's been on for 15 minutes. Man United, 5-0 down to 10 men. Over. Disorganised, dejected, reckless, red card, no discipline, bad performance, bad tactics, bad manager, bad coach. It's over. Absolutely over. And again, I get it. You can say like the red card, oh, that one's not on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't give a shit at this point. We're 5-0 down. Paul Pogba's red card isn't the reason we've lost this game. So if anyone starts to say, well, we were down to 10 men, players are leaving, and now this might be the final. KG's calling me. KG, you're live.
Yeah, I thought I'd be live. I just been sitting there eating my feelings. I've had a Capri's. I've had a pie. I've had some crisps. And I'm still hurting.
Where are you now?
I'm in the game.
Oh, is it that quiet? Because I can hear you perfectly well.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people. It's very quiet next to me. A lot of people have left.
Yeah.
There's still a few fans, but yeah, I'm missing a few mates.
Yeah.
Pogba's off. It's like I don't know what people are saying on the line, but
you can imagine. You can imagine.
If there's anyone that thinks that this manager knows what he's doing and he's got a plan, I'd love to know what it is. What's your thoughts on this game?
At this point, KG, I have no thoughts. I have been just any hope that I've ever had has been drilled out of me. Like even
Wait,
and
listen to Liverpool fans. Listen to this.
I can't hear. Can't really hear.
They're singing "All Is at the Will."
Oh, right. I mean, honestly, this is the thing. This is the thing, KG, as well. Like some people, like I said, will say, "Well, we had a man sent off down to 10. We were 5-0 down. 5-0 down in 50 minutes. It's embarrassing. It's a sackable offence. It's a sackable offence. The board thinks this team should be challenging for the league. We're 5-0 down in 50 minutes. And
embarrassing. And I don't know. And the manager's still like the fact that Maguire and Shaw. How many? I haven't seen it back many times. But what was your feet? Who's that for the first 2 goals?
Mate, honestly, it's Maguire and Shaw for the first few are shambolic, absolute. Not even the case of Mo Salah's had Luke Shaw in his pocket. Luke Shaw's been nowhere near Mo Salah. I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea what is going on with that. Harry Maguire's running around in treacle. They said, he might not be fit. What? I can't even explain it, KG. I can't even explain it.
It's an embarrassment. I can't believe it. And the fact that the Liverpool fans are singing "All Is at the Will," it just gets worse and worse. You know what I mean? I think the writing's on the wall. I don't regret saying Ollie out when I did. I thought that was a good call. Atlanta, they gave us false hope. Well, I knew what time it was. I was papering over the cracks. Yeah. But look at the cracks. It's not even a crack, boy. It's a chasm. This is bigger. This is crazy.
They're not cracks. It's not cracks. It's like the Grand Canyon at this point.
Look at this. In again. They just whatever they want to do. It's just so easy. We could be looking at 6-7-0 today. I mean,
it speaks volumes that it's how bad we're playing. You're able to call the match review live mid-game. It's that bad.
Oh yeah. I might as well. I think that shit. I thought you needed a friend. I've been on the watch-alongs. They're now doing Olays. It's embarrassing. You know what? I'm gonna go back and take my medicine. But this is some bullshit. Salah's in. Is it up? Oh my God. Anyway, mate. What can we say? Yeah. Next game, Tottenham, Man City. Wow. Look after yourself.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I'll call you again, though. I'll definitely call you again.
Yeah, I'll speak to you in a bit, mate.
All right. Speak to you in a bit.
Bye. Well, that sums it up, doesn't it? KG called mid-game because it's that shit. Like, they're showing shots outside the ground. Fans are leaving. It's awful. It's awful. What can you do? But honestly, what can you do at this point? Thor's Hammer said KG having a whole convo at the game. I mean, it speaks volumes, doesn't it? It really does speak volumes. The real Dean TK says Van der Beek can't even get a look when a midfielder gets sent off. It's just over. It's just so shit. It's so over. They're doing Olays every time we pass the ball. It's that bad. And the thing was, like, if I'm Liverpool at this point, and I'm saying this as a United fan, but if I was Liverpool at this point, I would be like, right, they're down to 10 men. We're already 5-0 up. Let's embarrass. I mean, we've already embarrassed them, but let's really embarrass them. Because they can, and they will. They absolutely will. Shaw puts it out wide to Dallo. Puts a cross in, just goes out for a goal kick. Fat Thor says, so sad to see that many walk off. Says this is an all-time low. Yeah, it is. It is. Thousands of Manchester United fans are leaving the stadium, and we're 65 minutes in. 65 minutes in. Biggest wins versus Man United in club history, Liverpool. This is right up there. The only bigger one was same one was in 1925 and 1905. This is up there. This is up there. And it's going to get worse. Because you can't tell me for 25 more minutes against 10 men, Liverpool aren't going to score more goals. Because they are. And John James says, oh my God, I've been seeing how much many people leaving. Rotem says, we conceded 4 against Leicester and 2 midweek, and yet he still does not make any changes to our defence against Liverpool. Liverpool fans are chanting Ollie at the wheel. It's just, I mean, it's humiliating. It's absolutely humiliating. I mean, I'm meant to be doing a match viewing and I'm meant to be doing commentary. I don't even want to tell you what's going on the pitch. I don't even want to talk about it. This ain't Man United. We're talking about Man United DNA. This ain't Man United DNA. This isn't. I don't recognise this. You know. And that we had it. You know when we played Spurs last year, and what was that, 6-1 or whatever it was. But we went down to 10 men early, and it was one of those games. This isn't one of those games. This isn't one of those games. And it's just. Rotem says, be strong, Owen. Mohammed says, claps for Owen at least. I tell you what, I'm not going to be asked back to do another match view. Because this one, I go for a match view of one of the worst Man United performances of all time. This, oh, God. I'm defeated. And it's not even over yet. We've still got 22 minutes to go. I was just, There's Jadon Sancho. He's sitting on the bench thinking, what on earth did I sign up for? What on earth did he sign up for? He must be thinking, I don't have a... I mean, you get some fans are in there shouting Red Army. Bless them. You know? Bless them, I guess. But Liverpool still have the ball back. It's easy. And again... You know how bad it is as well? You know, after a game, even when you lose, but you want to talk about it because you want to break it down and you want to, get into the nitty-gritty details. You want to have the analysis, and that's what we do on the match reaction and all that kind of stuff. But at this point, watching this, it's kind of you don't even want to talk about it. You don't even want to talk about it. You just want to turn your head and just pretend it doesn't exist. And again, what excuses? Okay, we had Rafael Varane not playing today. Is Rafael Varane the reason we're 5-0 down? No. This is arguably one of our strongest lineups. I mean, even when the 4th and 5th went in, Jamie Carragher, who again, he is obviously Liverpool through and through, Liverpool legend, he started going, wow. It's just shocking. Absolute shocking. I remember I went to, because I'm just going to start talking about my own personal history of Man United because I don't even want to talk about the game anymore. I remember I went to my first Man United game in 2003. I went to watch Man United Leeds. It was a draw. Alan Smith scored for Leeds. I think Roy Keane might have. Alexander-Arnold has a shot. De Gea, it's an unbelievable save. That was my first game. And for 12 years, I was going to Man United games, and I'd never seen Man United lose. And I was a season ticket holder on multiple occasions. I'd never seen Man United lose at home, ever. I had like a record going that could rival The Undertaker at WrestleMania. And then I went to a game. It was Southampton at home, Louis Van Gaal era, and they won 1-0. And I was crushed. And the ball crossed in, and I was crushed. And I remember thinking that day, because I remember you see at halftime people going, I travelled from Australia to watch Man United today, or I travelled from the United States to watch Manchester United today. There will be people at that game today that will have travelled from like another country. I'm not exaggerating, to watch Manchester United. They will have travelled all across the world to watch Manchester United, Liverpool, especially a big game like that. And can you imagine travelling that distance and seeing this? And I remember thinking at that game in 2015, thinking like the players and the coach have such a responsibility to just to the fans, that they get through their entire week, they pay their hard-earned money to buy tickets, or they pay their hard-earned money to buy airfare or petrol or diesel to come to these games and watch these players play. And when you lose 5-0 and you're 5-0 down in 50 minutes and you're just embarrassing, it's such a slap in the face, isn't it? It's such a slap in the face, especially when it's a case of like Liverpool haven't even had to play at their very best. It's such a slap in the face. And it's just, awful. Fat Thor says, Owen, I was there, my first game at Old Trafford, and they lost. I remember it was a terrible game. It was awful. Sebastian says, good for you on keeping the stream rolling despite what's happening out there. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying my best. Anyone want to talk about anything else apart from the football? I got like some drinks here. So. No, I made myself a green tea before the game because I thought I might need a bit of energy. You know, I might need a bit of energy. I haven't touched that because I've just been fueled by rage throughout the entire game. Super chat from Lewis Silver says, this result is on the coaches. Can't blame the players. Just terrible coaching. Ollie out now. I don't think the coaches the players rather, are completely exempt. I mean, ultimately, they've been awful. Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, shocking. But I'm with you. I think when it's a scoreline this big, that's when it's on coaches. I agree with you. Reeve says, Owen, I have watched football and United for 27 years. This is not a bad performance. This is a get my manager out performance. Ollie has to go. Ball in. Salah might be, he's in behind. Crosses the ball in. You know what it is as well? I mean, I might be wrong here and I might eat my words with this one. But it almost feels like as well that Liverpool have almost started to take a bit of sympathy on us. Like even that, like the entire game, they haven't had to get out of, like you said, like not even in any gear. They haven't had to get out of park. But it almost feels like Liverpool have like taken sympathy on us. How bad is that? When your best rivals, your biggest rivals, historic rivals, have taken sympathy on you, have been like, oh, you know, let's not completely kick them when they're down. If this was a boxing match, they'd thrown in the towel. They would have thrown in the towel after 20 minutes. Even Deontay Wilder couldn't complain about a knockout this bad. It's just, ugh. You are starting to see some spots around the ground now. Like if you look on, when you're watching on the TV, if you look on the stands and whatever, you can see people heading for the exit. And that's been happening since half time. And ultimately, when it comes to Ollie and the Glazers and all that kind of stuff, that's what will cost him. I mean, his selection and lack of tactics ultimately has cost him. But, you know, when the Glazers, what are they all about? They're all about this. They're all about money. And once they start seeing fans leave at half time, it doesn't really matter because they've already got the fans' money, haven't they? Because they've already bought the tickets and they've already got the guaranteed revenue of television. But they'll look at this, the Glazers, and they'll say, right, we're 3 points off the Champions League. There is a really realistic possibility, we won't even qualify for top 4, let alone challenge. So if you've got the Glazers saying that this should be a squad that challenges for titles or challenges for Champions League, then we're not even going to qualify top 4. You know? Rotem says more legs, energy, and desire. I mean, that's the thing. Like, what can you even say? What can Ole Gunnar Solskjaer even say when it comes out afterwards? Apart from I'm just out of my depth at this point. Obviously, it's over. He must know. Here we go. It's even more terrifying. Firmino's coming off. Sadio Mane's coming on. Raz says, are we still talking about that game-changing midfielder? I mean, I mentioned this before as well, Raz, and I think that's what he's referencing there, that I've said before. Even if we got that defensive midfielder in the summer, it wouldn't do a lick of difference. Wouldn't it do a lick of difference? It wouldn't. It wouldn't. You know, we're talking about terrible performances, and they're going, if we just had a defensive midfielder. You think if we had, I don't know, Tchouaméni or Ruben Neves or whoever we're looking at, Declan Rice, it would still be the same. If we had Declan Rice today, I'm telling you, we'd still be 5-0 down. We would. It has nothing to do with not having a Declan Rice or anything like that. Declan Rice being in that defensive midfielder isn't going to stop like Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire running into each other. It's not going to stop anything like that. We pursued Jadon Sancho for 18 months. Can't even get on the pitch. We've got arguably the greatest player of all time. KG's ringing me again, which says a lot. KG, you're back.
Alright, mate. Well, see you later, mate. Have a nice one, yeah? We could. Yeah, it's embarrassing. I've got no more mates.
Is everyone gone?
A lot of people are gone.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. Gerald O'Malley. This is incredible.
I mean,
it's
honestly, it's almost surreal at this point, isn't it? It's that bad.
It's what?
It's almost surreal at this point. It's that bad.
Yeah, you know what? It doesn't even feel surreal. It's like, I can't even explain it. It's just shit.
Yeah.
Like Sadio Mane's on, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yeah, I'm trying to call some of this shit. It's so fucking terrible. I've got no, they're just, the Ole's, that's some of the United fans actually. He's singing by me.
It's just, that's the
Liverpool fans singing Ole's Let It Will again.
What I find crazy as well, and I was just saying this a second ago, KG, is that Liverpool, you can tell, almost their players feel sorry for us at this point. They've just stopped. They're like, this is actually really embarrassing. We feel bad for them. How bad is that?
They were singing, they were saying attack. They were singing the United, you know the United graphic?
Yeah.
It's just it's a month. Literally, Klopp told them, don't do that to Oli. Just stop. It's pitiful. Usually they should be careful our next 7, 8. Literally, it's a training session. I don't know what you're seeing, what I'm looking at right now.
Oh, Liverpool just passing it around, and United are just sort of. I don't think they know what's going on. I mean, again, Liverpool, I think, again, if this was, you're a boxing guy, they'd have thrown in the towel a long time ago. Referee would have called this off. You know, it would have been over.
Oh, my God. Can you pick a man in the match?
For United?
For us? Yeah.
Fuck off.
How hard's that going to be? This is shit. This is... yeah. Listen, the fan views are going to be real interesting. I'll tell you that for free.
But again, I think this is the thing. It's like, I don't know about you, but like, are you... we mentioned being angry before. Are you angry at this point, or are you just completely defeated?
I'll let you literally look out for it. I'm gonna let you know, but it's taking some time to sink in. I probably haven't. Do you know what's happened? I think it's like I've been in a car crash and I haven't realised that I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I've got some real trauma.
You're numb.
So right now,
you're numb.
I'm numb.
Yeah.
I'm numb. I know. Yeah. That's what it feels like. So I probably haven't come to grips with what is really going on in my body right now, but it's not good. I'll tell you that for free.
Do you think it's over?
Brother, I pray it's over. Probably needs to score. Liverpool probably need another goal for it to be over, to be honest. I spoke to a lot of fans at half-time, just like some of the old school guys, like some of the older proper Manc fans, and they said, yeah, he's got to go, he can't do it. So, yeah, the terrace is clear. Shut up. Mane! No! Oh, my God! Never.
What's happened when it ball over the... I'm just seeing it now, ball over the top, Mane.
Oh, alright, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Well,
we're fucking shit.
it's so bad. Oh, KG's gone. I mean, again, I said before, it actually speaks volumes. It speaks volumes that literally, balls come in, the hair catches it. It speaks volumes. KG's twice twice has called in mid-match. That's how bad it's been. Mid-match, he's just called in because, Yeah, who is your man of the match? A lot of people saying Oxygen. Yeah, nice. Groundsman, man of the match. Fine Margins, man of the match, maybe. White Hankies, man of the match. Ravi says Wind, man of the match. Fair. Yeah, maybe. Rain. Martin James, Ball Boys, man of the match. Yeah, fair. Desire, man of the match. I mean, if you can't laugh, you cry. So, David Lee, Go Again, man of the match. Like that one. Picnic. No, I like that one. Says VAR, man of the match. Interesting. Yeah. The Dugouts, man of the match. Advertising Hoardings. So fans are getting their steps in today, aren't they? DM says Owen, man of the match. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take man of the match. Give me some champagne. Give me some champagne for man of the match. I can drown my sorrows. I've had to put up with this. Baptism of fire. Good God. I never want to do one of these again. Just, like, KG man of the match. He's called twice. And he's in the stadium. I mean, you can see some of the fans there clapping still. Bless them. Ball comes in. Oh, how did they miss? Oh, my God. A cross came in. McTominay puts it across goal. And I think Cavani misses. I'm not exaggerating. Maybe from like 3 yards. They're all offside, I think. Cavani misses. Cavani hits the bar. Pissing Skybox is about to go in standby. Skybox even given up. Sean Raj says man of the match is iPad. I fancy a game of Candy Crush now. Or Fruit Ninja. Or whatever it is. I haven't played iPad games in years, to be honest with you. Such a fraud. And now my telly's doing it. Telly's going into energy saving mode. Even the telly's trying to basically tell me, stop watching. You know, it's too much. It's like that Simpsons thing. Stop, he's already dead. I know. I'm feeling it. I'm talking to my telly. I mean, how bad is this getting? I'm talking to my talking to my TV. Because it's just going to shit. Oh. Where's the passion and desire now? It's been drained from me. Literally, like, these Liverpool players now. I said before that I didn't think they would, just lay up, and they have. I don't know what's worse. I honestly don't know what's worse. I think, obviously, what's worse is if this ended up being 7-0. Make no mistake, Liverpool could have won this game 10-0 if they wanted to. They went 5-0 up, and I think they would have carried on going. Had we not gone to 10 men, I almost can admire Jurgen Klopp, because there's definitely been a message to basically say, like, just stop it. It's over. It's over. You know what I mean? Because, you know. And I know, like, City technically scored more goals. But, first of all, like, wait. But even that game, for a moment, we actually looked all right. And we went down to 10 men at, like, I think, like 3-1. This is just... Oxlade-Chamberlain has the shot, goes over the bar. I wish this was gin. It's not, it's a green tea. I can't believe Cavani missed, to be honest with you. But even like at this point, like that, this just sums up the game, doesn't it? Is that like that would really bother me if this was a normal game. But like, he hit the bar. I just sort of went, oh, okay, cool. I stopped calling the game like actual like commentary a while ago, and to be fair, I think. I mean, I did that because I just couldn't be bothered to start calling the game again. But also, I'm doing that out of like. For anyone that's just watching this and not watching the game, if you're like at work or you're out and about or whatever, for the benefit of you, for your sanity, I'm just not going to call the game because otherwise, I mean, you'll have to listen to this as well. Kyle says Candy Crush man of the match. I don't even know what like the big like iPad games are nowadays. What's that one? You know, like if you're always watching a YouTube video and every single YouTuber advertises it. What is that game? League of Legends? Is that what it's called? Sponsor enough things, don't they? United are on the TV next week. Away at Spurs, Saturday Night Football. 5:30 kickoff. Spurs lost today, but I'm telling you, Spurs will even if Spurs play as badly as they played today, they'll beat us. Raid Shadow Legends, yes. Thor's Hammer, that's the one I'm thinking of. Before every video. This one's sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Of course it is. I've never even played it. I don't think anyone has. They've just got the biggest advertising budget ever. I mean, thankfully, like I've got the commentary in my ear, but I can't hear it, so I don't know what Gary Neville's saying or whatever. I mean, it still looks empty. Bear in mind, how many people did Liverpool sign over the summer? One was it? Ronaldo's just basically kicked out for touch. He's hoping it's like a rugby game. You know when you kick it out for touch and they'll just blow the whistle and end it? I think he's hoping for that. Elliot McShine says, losing to this version of Spurs will finish me off. Please no, I really can't stomach that one. Yeah, Fat Thor says Konate. That was the only player they signed this summer, wasn't it? You got Jane Sancho on the bench. Here comes Ronaldo. Cavani. Pass it to Fred. Fred just kicks the ball to Cavani, who's offside. And then it's just... you gradually... Like, I would love to... I hope there's not like a highlight video this week. Josh, don't do one. Don't do one. Because you're gradually just going to see me just reduce and wither into just like a dead man at the end of it. You know? Like, don't get me wrong, they're just like highlighting Salah there, and obviously Salah's got a hat-trick. He's played... I don't even know if Mo Salah's played well today, though. He hasn't had to do anything. He just walked past Luke Shaw. A couple of times, like, no one was marking him. How can you not mark Mo Salah? Seriously, how can you just leave him there? Giorgio says Salah never got out of second gear. He didn't. He really didn't. And I guess like that is, you know, evidence to how good he is, that he scored a hat-trick and he literally hasn't had to get out of second gear. But he hasn't. Like, when you play like teams like Liverpool, you're meant to have like this game plan for all of this stuff. Like, and again, bear in mind, when did Pogba get sent off? 60 minutes? 55 minutes? Something like that? And Liverpool just went, it's, you know, call it. It's over. We don't want to embarrass him anymore because the embarrassment's been done, isn't it? Man United are already out for the count. Referee's already done the 10 count, but because it's a football match, you can't stop it. So it's the equivalent of the other boxer just sort of there and shadow boxing. It's like we got knocked out in the second round, but you can't call off the fight. So we're just there, still knocked out, unconscious on the floor. But because you've got to carry it on, Liverpool just there, sort of shadow boxing and doing this all to the crowd because that's all they can do. Super chat from Saragon says, Ollie at the wheel of a car crash, Mullerstein caretaker, and Ten Hag next season, or Zidane now. I mean... I don't even know. I mean, and look, make no mistake. The managers that are out there, Zidane, Conte, even people at clubs like Ten Hag and all that, make no mistake, who wouldn't want to be manager of Manchester United? Especially this version of Manchester United. This is hardly, coming into a bad side. I know we're losing 5-0 today, but it's not as if this is, again, what's maddening. We don't have, like, we don't have a bad side. We don't. Any manager worth his salt would look at this side and go, I can do something with them. I can. So, that's the thing. Like, today isn't the case. Like, I think it's Dallow's going to take a corner. The Stretford end are applauding us because we've got a corner. And don't get me wrong, respect those fans that are there and stay to the end. Every time I always go to a match, I never leave a game early because I don't believe in leaving a game early. And like I said before, I'm not going to tell people how to support their club or anything like that. I've never left a game early in my life. But some people, Liverpool are through on goal here. It's Jones. Oh, it gets blocked. Could have been 6. At this point, indifferent. It's just shit. It's just shit. It's just shit. We've got 90 seconds left, guys. So let's try and achieve something today. We're on 428 likes. If we can get it to 500 likes, then I guess like I would have achieved something. Or maybe that. Or subscribe. I think we're less than 1,000 away from 80k. Eric Bailly's got his head down like he's at a funeral. Feels like it, doesn't it? So maybe that's what we can achieve. I mean, I don't know. Dallow's going down the left-hand side. Crosses the ball in. Ronaldo. Blocked. Kicked away. Ronaldo with a volley goes wide. I will be live as well post-match with DJ. You won't have to go anywhere, I don't think, as well. I've put a redirect on this stream, so you'll get directed straight from here, straight to the match reaction. It might be like 5 minutes while we get everything set up and all that kind of stuff, but I think everyone needs a breather, don't they? To cry or whatever. Anything like that. So we'll get your opinions. I think everyone university is going to have the same opinion, to be honest, aren't they? It's just shocking. Absolutely shocking. I don't think you can come back from this one. I really don't. There you go. Full time. Full time. Man United 0. Liverpool 5. Shambolic. Embarrassing. A new low for Manchester United. Certainly a new low for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. In my opinion, it's a sackable offence. I think it's embarrassing. I think Liverpool took it easy on us after 60 minutes. I think Liverpool already knew they'd humiliated us and they knew it was over. And they went, you know what? Even though it's the rivals, we feel bad for them. We feel bad for them. But it's over. It's over. It's done. Obviously, there's lots of fans have already gone. Some people clapping. I don't know if that's out of support. I don't know if that's out of sympathy. I don't know what it is. But you can't even use the excuse of the red card. We were 5-0 down already. We were shit. We were shit, and it's over. It's finished. Absolute finished. And Mo Salah's going away with the match ball. And I don't even know. Literally, don't even know what to say. Don't even know what to say. But look, guys, as I mentioned, myself and DJ will be on in maybe about 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so with the match reaction. You won't have to go anywhere because this will redirect you straight there. Be sure to smash a like on the video. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. But I don't blame you if you never watch this stream again. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Because it's terrible. But look, guys, I'll speak with you again very, very, very soon, in a couple of minutes, in fact. And obviously, we're going to have, after the match reaction, we'll have all the fan views with Flex and KG and all that kind of stuff. But speak with you again in a few seconds.